Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? I just wanted to come do a quick live to say hello. Happy Friday. I took off work today to get an early start my birthday weekend. So thank you for everybody who comes in. Let me see here. I'm gonna set the phone down though, because I'm trying to do a little cleaning. Hey, how are you? Thank you. How's it going? Thanks for joining. Hey, how are you? Scotsman, thanks for joining. Everybody thumbs it up. Happy Friday, everyone. What time is it in? Are you in Asia? I'm assuming you're in Asia because it's a Scotsman in Asia. It's 1:16 p.m. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like 12:16 here. So what are you all doing? Happy in Thailand. It's 1:15. Is it 1:15? Hey, thanks for joining. 1:15 p.m. or a.m.? A.m. Oh, you're still up. Okay. Okay, so you're in Thailand. You're you're 13 hours ahead. Oh, that's good to know. So how long have you been in Thailand? Yeah, I've always wanted to go there. Actually, me too. Thailand's like at the top of my list of things. 15 years. Okay, where were you before that? Were you in Scotland? Um, yeah, I've always wanted to go there too. That's like one of my top places. I want to go to Thailand and also Bali. Scotland. Glasgow. That's the area of Scotland. Scotland. Glasgow. Bali is shit better than... Bali's not good? Hey, A. How's it going? Okay, it's a city in Scotland. That's cool. What's wrong with Bali? Bali's pretty in all the pictures I've seen. I'm doing great. It's Friday. I took off work today to kind of like get an early start of celebrating my birthday. So just doing a little cleaning, and I thought I'd jump on here and say, hey. It's very touristy. Okay. Okay, silly question. How I'm trying to like visualize the map. How close to Thailand is Bali? I feel like I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Bali is like towards the bottom, like the bottom of the map, and Thailand's higher, but I could be wrong. Everybody thumbs it up. What are you doing, A? Last name McKinney. Correct. I think it was 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour flight from Thailand to Bali. Yeah. You're making me sad because I always see like when people go to Bali and it's just so beautiful. But it's too touristy. I guess I feel that way like when I went to Orlando for the first time, it was like very touristy. There's nothing there. Where I was, because I was near like Disney World. There's nothing there. It's a lot of resorts because I guess you come there to go to Disney World, so it's very touristy. Yeah, the Philippines. Yeah, the Philippines are beautiful too. I think if I had to choose somewhere in Asia, the first place I would go would be Thailand, of course. Bali's very touristy. If it's anything like Orlando, maybe I could skip. Oh, you're going for the women? Okay, I'm going for the scenery and the activities. I really want to like ride an elephant. Every time I see somebody in like Thailand, they're always on like the elephants. I'm like, that's so cool. I'm sure there are probably other places you could ride an elephant, but I'm seeing you there. Well, I only went once, and it was for like a week, and it was, you rode an elephant? Where did you ride an elephant? And where are you from? What is it? Heel Bill YP. I'm gonna call you Heel. A camel. Yeah, I rode a camel. That was scary. And I'm always the person like in my crew that is like, okay, this is daring, let's do it. And I got up there and I was like, oh my God, this is really high and really scary. Yes, I have rode a camel and that was an experience. I can't remember where I put the picture of me on the camel. You've ridden elephants about 2 or 3 times now. Yeah, I've never touched an elephant, never ridden an elephant. So I'm wondering if there's somewhere I can do that, like in the US. So how long have you all been on YouTube? Make sure you thumbs it up. And what made you start YouTube? Now that I'm like more familiar with YouTube and how it goes, I'm always wondering like how long people have been on YouTube and what made them first start YouTube. You've been making videos for a year. Okay. And have you found it? Do you do it like just as a hobby? Is it fun? Well, I guess if you're still doing it, it's fun. I've been making videos for September, November, December. You started recording your fireworks. Okay, August, September, October, November, December. I've been on YouTube for 6 months. Doing a second live stream on Sunday. Okay, so when I buy from year to year, I know what's best to buy. Wait, what are you buying? Or started to record my fireworks, so I have a record of what does what. Okay. So what made you move to Thailand? I like fireworks. I haven't done personal fireworks in a couple of years. Why? Oh my God. Why are you buying that many fireworks? Do you do it professionally? Or is this for like your personal hobby? That's a lot of fireworks. Oh, so you just do, oh, your girlfriend's from Asia? Okay. So you do, and you flip them. Okay. So what's your favorite firework and why? Like, I'm sure you know all the bells and whistles of fireworks. So how long have you and your girlfriend been together? Okay, you work all over. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry. What are black market fireworks? Like, what is that? I feel like maybe it's not legal because it's dangerous. What would be considered black market? Oh, geez, that sounds dangerous though. 17. You've been with your girlfriend 17 years. Married 4. That's good. Congratulations. That's exciting. So does your girlfriend also do YouTube? Or excuse me, now your wife, does she also do YouTube or does she just participate on your channel? What does she think of you doing YouTube? You get Euro fireworks. So what's the significance? Oh, they have no limits there. Made fireworks. Okay. There's no limit there. Hmm. It's good to know these things. I like fireworks. I haven't done personal. I guess I'm like afraid that I'm gonna do something wrong. But she hates technology. What is she's not gonna make it if she hates technology. Did you tell her that? Like you have to know technology because it is literally the future. You have been a pyro most of my life. Oh, okay. Okay. I like what is it? Pyrotechnics? Stuff is cool, man. It's dangerous though. Very, very dangerous. So do you have any like professional specialized training or what? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so it's safe. So you probably have like special permits to buy this stuff that's more dangerous or no? So what does your wife do if she hates technology? What's her like profession? Oh, that's true. Those kids, you got to use those kids. They know it all though. So it should make it easier. That's funny. So what is your like channel's primary content? A Scotsman in Asia. She's a housewife now. Okay. That's cool. Depends on what class of honor. She was a hairdresser. Oh God, wonderful. Best thing ever. So did she still do that? Or like on the side and stuff? Cause she could like go to people's houses. Class 1.4, anyone can buy. Oh, geez, there's levels to this. There's levels. Of course, there's levels to fireworks. That makes sense. It will be Thailand. Wait, what will be? Wait, I'm not following. Hold on. Not following. Black market Chinese stuff. Class 1/3. You have to have a type. Whoa. No, she's just okay. She's just like staying at home. That's cool. That's nice. She gets to how old are your children? Are they like the age where they're in school or are they still too young, like or like daycare age? She can't cut hair now, too old. Well, how old is she? What do you mean she can't? She too old. Do her fingers work? She can still do it. In class 1.1 is TNT. Okay, 1.1. So what's the so as the numbers get smaller, the explosives get more powerful? She can't be too old to cut hair. She could cut your hair. Okay, so as the numbers get bigger, they get more powerful. Okay, so what do you do? Like, what's your levels? Like, are you in the twos or the threes? Do they go that high, that low or high, or what's like civilian level? Is it like a 5, 6, like the ones you go buy from like the grocery store? All of it. Okay, you do all of it. So 20. Oh, okay. The kids are like grown. Oh, her hands are bad from arthritis. Okay, that makes sense. 1.4. 1.4 is like the stuff you can go like regular people can go buy. And then 1.1 is like the CIA comes in and blows something up. 1.4G is what they sell in the store. Oh, okay. Oh, I feel so informed now. I had no clue. So 1.4G. What does the G stand for? Do you do commercial fireworks shows? Oh, that's a good question. What do you mean commercial? Like like 4th of July. Well, here in the US we have 4th of July, like Independence Day, where literally that day is dedicated to fireworks. That's like what everybody goes to see the fireworks as soon as it's dark. Is that what you mean by commercial? Oh, G is how fast it goes. Okay. Okay, yeah, when you get paid to put on a show. Yeah, do you do commercial shows or is it all private stuff? So the G is how fast it goes. So, okay. What is that like is it like seconds? Those are classes like the point one, point two, point three, point four. You have to get over 1 million in insurance. Wow. Hey, Erica. Thank you. Do you what are you doing? Are you at work? I took off today. Okay, so you don't do commercial shows? Make sure you thumbs it up, everybody. Oh, it sucks for you, Erica. I took the day off. I'm not getting anything done though. You do shows, you do your shows for fam and friends. Okay. So just personal stuff. So do they have like any regulation? Okay, if you're doing stuff on the black market, are there any regulations that you have to follow? Like what's going to stop the police from coming to your house and like confiscating all these things? And how do they like how are you selling it on the black market without somebody knowing? And why are you selling it on the black market? You make more money there? Well, you probably make more money there. Hey Key, how are you? I got your message. I checked out your video. No, you don't. Oh, I thought you said you sell it on the black market. It's like, oh my gosh, that's awful. Or maybe your black market is different than my black market because I'm in the US. Oh, you sell it. Okay. I thought you said you were buying fireworks and selling them in the black market. What are you doing, Key? Yeah, no, I would be upset if I found out people were being blocked and I didn't block them. So I completely get it. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the US in Chicago. Okay, I was like really thinking you were shady at first when I first saw that. I was like, oh my God, this guy is like gonna get me caught up. Yeah, I'm from Chicago. So in the US. Yeah, I hope you did get everybody because people wouldn't even probably know how to reach out to you to tell you that they can't get through. Oh, okay, it's for pros only. Have you ever seen anybody shot? Not in person. No, thank goodness. Have you? Oh, because I'm from Chicago. Oh my gosh. I just put it together. I'm slow. Okay, so no, I have not seen anybody get shot. You know, Chicago is a really hey, what's super for okay. So Chicago is there are many sides to Chicago. Chicago, I know you only hear about the bad stuff, you know, but there are like four sides to Chicago. You could be considered living in Chicago. There's like north, south, east, and west. And so there's different type of situations depending on what side you're on. So no, I've never seen anybody get shot. That's the first thing people think of when they think Chicago. Wow, that's awful. It's pretty awful. So much hype. Yeah, there's a lot of hype. There are um you have, and I'm not even from Chicago. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of yeah, I get it. There's a bad stigma around it, but it really does just depend on which area. Are you on the Obama side, Lord? Yeah, I'm on the Obama side. Yes. Oh my gosh. That's the Obama side. That's funny. But yeah, you can have somebody say that they are from Chicago and it literally within if you just drive like 5 minutes, it could be a completely different environment depending on which way you're going. So it's a lot of it's Chicago is very diverse, but it's also very segregated. Oh, Bulgaria. That's, oh my God. So what time is it there? You worked as a co-officer. What is a co-officer? Is that like the police? You don't sound like you're from the city. So what is that? Okay, so explain to me what that means exactly. It's 20. Oh God, what is that? Is that army time? 20, 36, 20, 12, 13. I'm sorry, is that army time? What is 20? So 13 is 1 minus 7, 8, and oh, thank you. I was getting there. It's like I was gonna get there eventually. I was gonna get there eventually. What is sounding like you're from the city? What do I okay, first question, what do I sound like? Um, I've been to Chicago once, but it was snowing. Yeah, it's pretty much always Chicago's weather is very, you guys have an accent. So it sounds like I have an accent. I got arrested once with the military police with guns after being in a car chase. Okay, so my first question is, why were you being chased? You were being chased? I want to go to the US. Yeah, you should come. There's a lot of 50 states, plenty to do, lots of weather, great food. Just like people in the South, you have an accent. Oh, okay. So I always wonder, Chicago depends on what side of the city you're in. Yeah, it depends on what side of the city you're in. And even in that, depending on what side of the city you're in, there are still pockets on each side. Some are like, hey, Flawed, how are you? Thanks for joining. Everybody thumbs it up. Yeah, even you could be on a specific side and there still be pockets of like good and maybe not so good and maybe it could be better. You're from Cali. Oh, I've always wanted to go there. I've always wanted to go there. I'm going to make it one day. And I know when I get there, you will be there. Oh, you live in Moline. Hey, hey, YOLO. I love your name. YOLO, is it cheesy? Cheesy? Moline, Illinois. You have family in the south side of Chicago. Okay, Moline. Is that north? Is that like northwest? Hey, Brian. You having a bad hair day? Who are you, dude? Who is Brian? Now, see, I want to know who you are. You love Northern California, South not so much. Southern California. Okay. Y'all be here. Jeez, who asked that? Like, really? I am, but the point is you don't ask these things. Like, come on, I'm a lady. Who is Brian? Have you always lived in California, Key? So what is everybody doing right now? What are you doing, Key? It's, oh, Southwest. Okay. Believe, but not too far yet. Like, just, okay. So, wait, I was looking at somebody's message. Moline, it's south. So how far south? Is it like Springfield South? Or like, I don't know, Frankfurt South? Orland South? Joliet South? Yeah, I was born in, well, Joliet is kind of west. Yes, born and raised in the playground where I spent most of my days. Oh my gosh. You are too funny. Oh, you look pretty as usual. Thank you very much. Great way to clean it up. So, I'm really happy I was able to take today off of work. Joliet ain't too far from us. Have you heard of Quad Cities? Yeah, so yes, I've heard of the Quad Cities. They do some stuff kind of with my work, but okay, so you're kind of near Joliet. I have to become more familiar with the map. Thank you. So you live in the Quad Cities. Okay. Quad Cities. That's cool. So do you come to, it's a bit of a drive. Do you come to Chicago often? I'm really happy to meet the people that specifically that I'll just say live in Illinois, because I didn't realize, like, I don't know of any huge YouTubers from here. other than like B Love's Life. She lived in Milwaukee, but she grew up in Chicago. And she's like super huge now. But outside of her, I don't know of any other YouTubers in Chicago. And so when I started YouTube and then I met all of like the smaller YouTubers trying to grow, I was like, oh my God, there's so many of us. It's great. So it's really nice to meet everybody. We're all close. We should have like it would be great if we could all coordinate all the Chicagoers and like have a meetup one day. You live in the mountains next to a river and a lake. That's nice. That's like, I've always wanted to, well, I don't know if I would want to live in the mountains, but I've always wanted to. Okay, yes. Davenport, Moline, Rock Island. So the Rock Island, there's a Rock Island Metro. Maybe 2 times a year. We gotta stick together. Yep. So when you come downtown, do you take the Rock Island Metro? Yeah, Beloved, she's really nice. I've never been. Okay, so for Moline, I feel like I should go look at a calendar. A calendar. I should go look at a map. I live in Florida, the Sunshine State. It always rains. Yes, I've been to Florida once. I went to Orlando and it was raining. I have never in my life, like Chicago has very bipolar weather, but I have never in my life experienced so much humidity slapping me in the face like every single day. It wasn't just like, oh, it's humid, because I was there for 6 days. So that's enough time to have like a variety of weather, especially if you're in Chicago. And because our weather's like straight bipolar. And so literally you'll leave out at 6 a.m. and you'll need a jacket, a scarf, a hat. And by 12, all you need is a hoodie. And then by 5 o'clock when work is over, you need like snow boots. That's literally how it is all the time. So, but in Florida, it was just humid. And it was raining and sometimes it wasn't, but I just couldn't breathe the whole time. So it's like no comparison at all. So in Florida, what area of Florida are you from? Are you near like Orlando or Jacksonville or what's the other one? Tampa or Miami? Oh, I work in the Loop. Like, because Florida's a big old state. Summers are horrible. Born and raised here and never got used to it. So, like, what biggest city are you closest to? Hey, Eileen. Thank you so much. Everybody, thumbs it up. Thanks for joining. Because I feel like I literally have to go back to Florida 4 more times just to see anything. I don't think Orlando is for me. You work in prison? You work in a prison? Are you like a prison guard? Like a prison guard? Like the guard? Pensacola. Okay, so you're going to have to tell me, what is that south? Is that near Miami? Miami? No, an officer. Like a police officer? Okay. Oh my God. So explain. Okay, so I just figured out, I've never actually been to a jail, but I've driven past 2 of them and they just look scary. Like, do you like did you select, hey, I want to work in the prison? Working in a prison would be lit. No, it wouldn't. Why would you say that? No, it wouldn't. Working in a prison. Like, I can't even imagine going to visit somebody in prison, because it's like when you get in there, a guard is an insult. A prison guard. The word guard is an insult. Northwest Florida. Oh, okay. So like like Jackson, the other, like across from Jacksonville. Like, Jacksonville is like here. You'd be like over here. Okay. So saying the word guard. So why is that an insult? The word guard. Because like here, we would call them like a prison guard. Because it's like they're police officers, but they guard. Like they're watching, like to keep things orderly. So why is the word guard considered an insult? Is it like a lower level than what you are? Is that why? You used to live in Kentucky, where I met my boyfriend in Orlando. Your boyfriend, your BFF. Oh, because of security guard, like a security guard. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, didn't mean to offend you. My bad. Okay, I won't say guard, but like we have security guards. Our security guards carry guns. I'm sure like if you're a police officer, there's an extra level of, training you need, of course, like training and schooling and education. But the forgotten part of Florida, yeah, Pensacola. I was like Pensacola. I don't even know where to start with that. Like, where is that? So, how close are you to what's above Florida? Like Atlanta? What are those states that are like right on top of Florida? Georgia? I said Atlanta. Atlanta's a city in Georgia. Is it in Georgia? Thanks, Yola. Thanks for coming in. So nice to know that you're from my area. 3 years of school to get my journeyman's in it. Okay. Top flight. I'm sorry, I will not say guard anymore. So yeah, like I don't really know prison terms. Okay, so back to my original question. How did you choose? Did you choose the prison system? Specifically, do you get to choose or do they like put you somewhere? Oh, Alabama. Okay. Thanks. It's like I think Georgia's down there. Top flight. Okay. So you chose prison. What is that like though? Like I can't imagine. Like I don't know anybody in prison personally. There are not many jobs. You take what you can find. Okay. That's understandable. So there are not many. I don't know personally anybody that's in prison, but it's like hell. To me, if I don't even, I genuinely, it would have to be like my mama, or like my brother. That's the only two people in the world I think I would ever actually go visit in prison because it's just like scary to think. Because when you go visit, like they call us LA, Lower Alabama. That's funny, Lower Alabama. Have you always lived there? So to think about like going into the prison, they have all the locks and stuff, and they have to like check you, like physically check you, and they're watching you and they're monitoring you when you're talking. That whole thing is scary. I've listened to way too many like zombie podcasts that involve prisons, and I'm just like, I can't do it. And like literally the 2 times I drove past the jails, it was just like there's barbed wire and there are like guards with guns. The whole thing is just like it just makes me so like I feel nervous and I'm having anxiety right now and we're just talking about it. I can't imagine like going there every day. So are you working? Because there's different here. There are different every time they come in and out of the cell and again when they get back. Yeah, I know that's a lot. And then so here there's different levels to prison, which I'm sure there are there. What level are you in? So there's like federal prison for people who like stole money, white collar crime here, where you did not physically harm anybody. You just stole somebody else's money or stole somebody else's stuff or lied about something. Oh, you're in the Supermax? Okay, I was going to get there last. Oh, okay. That's the one where it's like, it's intense. Oh man. And you were just put there. You didn't get to select like what level. I mean, I would want to work with like, if I had no options and I was going to be a police officer. Oh, you're a big guy. So, okay. Oh, I'm sorry for you because it's not fair. You didn't choose to be big. That does not mean that you should have to fight all the scary people. But I would choose like to work in the federal prison with the like people who weren't physically hurting people. They were like just stealing people's money because I think that'd be interesting to figure out how they like to talk about how they did it, Oh, I can't even imagine. So you were born and would love to see other parts of the US, but this place is like a trap. No, it's not. You can leave. All you need is like $50 and access to an Amtrak. And you could go see something. Like the Amtrak is really affordable, or like the Greyhound. I've never taken the Greyhound. But hey, Deacons of Defense, thanks for coming in. Make sure you thumbs it up. That was the plan for me, but I moved up in the ranks, so I stayed. Oh, okay. Well, that means you're very effective at what you're doing, so that's always good. That's always good to be good at what you're doing. Do you have, so what's your nearest, biggest in Lower Alabama, what's the nearest biggest city? Thank you, Deacons. So where are you from, Deacons? I like your little, I don't know what you call them, your arrows around your name. That's cool. Prison guard would absolutely be the last pop-up. Okay, so we just established we can't say guard because that's an equivalent of the security guard, which is a totally credible profession in my opinion. However, for someone that has done the additional schooling and additional training to be considered maybe a little higher up on the potential salary range, I'm trying to say this as nicely as possible so no one's offended. We want to call you a police officer, we'll just say, or a co-officer, he called it, I think. So we won't say guard because he's not a guard, which requires a little less training, but it's still a very, like I said, very admirable profession. You know, he's a co-officer. But I would not choose myself to work in a prison. I personally don't want to secure anybody's stuff. You know, I'm just working on my own personal body defense. I don't know if I'm definitely not qualified to protect anybody else's stuff, let alone try to keep somebody in somewhere that they probably don't want to be. Oh, it's cool. Okay. Well, I'm glad, I understand the difference now. I get it. But I really think if you have seen that, anybody seen that movie, Paul Blart, Mall Cop, it's the best movie ever with Kevin James. Like, I think he was doing a wonderful job on his Segway with his flashlight. He saved everybody and he didn't have a gun. I was like, I love that movie. He did a wonderful job. The stuff you've seen. So what's like the scariest thing you've ever seen, or the thing that hurt? Not, maybe we don't want to make anybody cry. Don't tell us the most like heart wrenching thing you've seen, but what's some of the stuff you've seen? Now, is this stuff that we call them inmates? What do you all call them? They're called inmates here. No, don't get scared, anyone. Yeah, no, I don't want to be scared. But what's is it the stuff that you're talking about? Is that stuff they're doing to each other, or things that are done to them by the powers that be, like you? Hey, Sahar, thanks for joining. Thumbs it up on your way in. Thanks for coming. The inmates and the old guys are convicts. You call them inmates too, and the old. Okay, so what's the difference between there's a difference between a inmate and a convict. A convict is a person that was convicted, right? But aren't the inmates convicted too? Inmates versus, I feel like I'm learning so much. Okay, nothing like spending Xmas in prison. Yeah, no, that's not fun. Yeah, but what's the difference between inmates and versus prisoners versus convicts? Congratulations. Congratulations on 150. You doing it. Moving up, girl. Moving up. Congratulations. So what are convicts? Are people that have been convicted, right? Like they've gone through the system and you're guilty, right? Where inmates are just visiting, maybe for the night or something. A convict has more prison cred, like okay. They've been convicted. They have convicts. So inmates, okay, in terms of prison cred, is that because they're more violent or because they have longer sentences? Like they're there for life, as opposed to you keep getting timed out for sending too many messages. Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. This is all very interesting to me. So convicts have more street cred. They know the game and they get more respect. It's hard to explain convicts. So just in general, they know the game because they've been there longer, or they've been there more times. So what's an inmate then? What is an inmate? Is that like a new person? Like this is their first offense? New guy or a punk is an inmate. Okay, so inmate versus convict versus prisoner, are those names that are given, by the justice system or just within the jail? You know how there's always language, like nicknames and stuff for inside the industry? Are they calling each other that, or are those like legitimate, the justice system gives them that classification? Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Make sure you thumbs it up. Okay, inside it's like probably a lifetime resident for a convict. Oh, man. Inside it's like a small town in there. Okay, so they just call Yeah, I could see how it is like a little community. So, okay, here's my next question about the food. Do you eat the same food as everybody else? Do they have special, like, different food menu choices for employees as opposed to like residents? Residents? The food sucks. Oh, you get the same food. Oh. How do you feel about that? I know it's not I know, what's a commissionary? Commissionary? Unless you have, what's that? But it's all clean. Okay, the food's clean. So, do you have different shifts? What shift are you? Like, is there like a night shift? A store. A commissionary is a store. You can buy food that's on the outside. Oh, so like they have like McDonald's. Like you could buy like McDonald's, kind of. It's called a commissionary. 12-hour, you're on the night shift. So, which shift which is the preferred shift? Like, is the day shift the preferred shift or the night shift? Bootleg McDonald's. Okay. Okay, so you do have options. So is it true that there's like no hot water in jails and stuff? Because like I was watching Remy Ma, I don't know, she's a rapper in America, and she went to jail and she said they took like 2-minute cold showers she took 2-minute cold showers for like 7 years. I think she was like 7, when is it, 6 summers? I think that's a song. I think she was there for like 6 or 7 years or something. No, that's not true. Oh, so there is hot water. Okay. Oh, that's good. Because I felt really bad for her. Not that, yeah, I mean, we want them to shower. Only have money to put on your books. Okay. Explain the whole concept of the books to me. What is the book? Like a credit account? Like you have a credit account? Because I know like, hot water usually gets used up in the morning. Okay. So, have you been to jail, Key? It's like you are very informed. Like, what's going on here? I'm confused. You can't have cash in prison. Okay, so that's understandable. So on the books, what goes on your books? So is that like, if I'm the family member of the person in there, I can send them? Okay, puts money on your books. Oh, okay. And you can use that money to buy things, what, like a cigarette. Or you have, okay. So, you know what? I'm lying. I had a family member. Well, see, I don't really personally know him. Um, yes, I am. That was before Christ. Well, I'm so proud you have found the Lord. And it's good that you know these things. It's good to be informed because I'm confused. Well, I'm learning so much from you guys right now, so I appreciate that. So what was I gonna say? So I do have a family member who went to prison. But it was like he was like the non-violent party or whatever. Anytime it was like way, way back in the day, like when not the racism is gone, but when racism was like, we was only like 50 years out of slavery. So he went to jail and he was there for like the majority of his life. And when he was there, yes, you are forgiven. Yes, absolutely. So he went there and he was there for the majority of his life. But while he was there, he got like 2 master's degrees and wrote a book or something. Like, I didn't know you could do all of this in jail, you know? So, what are the different, literally multiple master's degrees? Like, I don't even have 2 master's degrees. And I've never even been, like I said, I drove past the jail twice, but he's accomplishing a lot. Must be a hillbilly. Must be nice. So, what are the different like jobs and stuff you can have? And so even working the job, you don't get like the money. You people can go, I've never been to prison, but I've been in jail. Okay. It's like a very short stay. They have free school, lots of ways to better yourself and take them. Yeah, okay, that's great. So for the school, I'm assuming they have up to master's level because he got a master's. I want to say he got a master's. That's nice. They have like libraries and stuff. So when you work the different jobs, like you get paid or whatever, and they put like that credit on your books. Say, used to work laundry so that way I didn't have to be in my room all day. Okay. Oh, well, that's good. So it's basically like a regular society, just not with cash. It's like a credit card. That's nice. So are things expensive in jail? Like, is it the same third time? What happened to your old Oh, it's here. Go background is here. The lighting's bad, so you probably can't see it. Go background. There she is. It's a little cheaper than a regular store here anyway. Okay. When I work laundry, they just took time off. So each day I work laundry, they would take a day off. Oh, that's good. Wait, so it was like day for a day? When you work laundry, they just took time off. So each day I work laundry, they would take a day. Oh, that is so nice. So how, do you mind telling us, how long were you in for? That's good. So you get credit, of course, like credit for having good behavior and stuff. Okay, this is actually blinding me, so I'm gonna turn it off. Whoop. Says, hey Dan, thanks for joining. How are you? Everybody say hey to Dan. Dan has a wonderful guitar. He makes beautiful music. The time I had to do, oh, okay, just 30. That's not super long. Was it scary though? Now I've got the background. So was it okay. Wow, so interesting. So when you were there, did you have like a roommate? Oh, be right back. Okay. So our professional expert is exiting really quickly. What's everybody doing? Make sure you thumbs it up. Oh, no, it was scary when I did attempt a murder charge. I'm sorry, you tried to murder somebody? Why would you do what? I mean, you had an attempted murder charge? Attempted murder. Oh, allegedly. Oh, yeah. No, I'm sitting now. Allegedly. Well, clearly it wasn't true if you were only there for 30 days. That's insane. What are you doing, Dan? What's going on? That's intense. So they actually made you stay though. Was it like they made you stay there for 30 days while while your trial was, or was like a trial? Did it go to like trial? I guess it went to trial, right? Because you always get a trial. No, I was just there for 4 months with the oh, okay. Like 15 beautiful friends. Chilling and relaxed today. My good friend, God bless you. Thank you. Yeah, I took off work today because my birthday was yesterday. So, and I have pre-trial detainment. Oh, you're back, Hill Bill. That sucks though. Well, I guess depending on what your charge is, you should have to stay there. I guess they can't decide you're not. I was like, well, they waste so much money keeping you there. Oh, that's great. Preliminary hearing. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you didn't have to go to like prison. Hangover? What's a hangover? Who has a hangover? Do I have a hangover? No, I don't drink. If you're talking to me. So, but I treat everyone with respect till they give me a reason not to. It does, but yeah. So do you go to like Key? Do you go to LA often? So I'm imagining if you're working when you work in like the prison system for a while, of course you get to know the people, like the inmates or the convicts or the prisoners, whatever category they fall into. Do you ever feel like there are people in there after getting to know them where you're like, dang, they're probably innocent. Like they shouldn't be here. Or even if they weren't innocent of their crime, you feel like they've changed or something and they shouldn't be there or they should get out. Because I can only imagine, because like um my personal opinion with the law is that you can be guilty and not go to jail, and you could be innocent and go to jail. You had to defend black inmates for, oh, that ain't right. That's not cool. I imagine you meet people and you're like, they're probably innocent, and they just had like a crappy lawyer. Because the better you know the law and you know how to work the law. You don't drink. Me either. Don't drink or do drugs. Yeah, definitely don't do drugs. And I'm not a drinker, but I feel like the better lawyer you have, meaning the person who knows the law the best and can work the law the best, you can get off or a lesser sentence. There are a lot of people in there that don't really deserve it, even the ones that have high cases because they couldn't something when they were younger. Yeah. I believe it. I have a lot of attorney friends, and I work with a lot of lawyers, and it's more what you know. It's not necessarily what you do, but it's more who you know. And yeah, wrong place and wrong time. Yep. And then some are just evil. Yeah, and that's hard. That's hard to like distinguish between people. And I'm not talking about like in prison, but even just out in the world, out and about where you are in life. It's hard to sometimes it can be hard to distinguish who's like genuinely evil, like an evil individual, like the devil is in them and is winning, versus somebody who maybe is just, I don't know, having a bad day or something. You met a lot. Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of beautiful people. A lot of people that were in the wrong place at the wrong time, or they just got caught up in something where it didn't even literally start like that, but um it just the wrong place, the wrong time, and then it ended up spiraling out of control or being more like there were more consequences that popped up that they ever could have even imagined to begin with. Most have low IQ and no money is how they got. Yeah. Because with money can hire lawyers who know the system and know the law and know how to get around stuff. Yeah, anybody can end up there. It's so true. So how big is the prison you work at? And you said you're in maximum security prison. So like how many people are there like in your area? Like, not well, yeah, employees, and there's 88. What is ACR? Are those the prisoners or the so there's 1500, what, 1500 inmates or like 1500 total? That's a lot. And what is the ratio between like employees and to inmates? Like one inmate for every two employees, or like two inmates to every one employee? Wait, is that the same thing? I think I just said the same thing twice. Let's see. That's how I ended up there. Just chose not to tell on the person I was fighting because I didn't try to kill anyone. But the girl, oh, wait. But the girl finally said it wasn't me but it was messed up because, yeah. That's good. You were proven innocent. Brian, no better way to spend your day talking about prison. Well, I feel like I've learned a lot because I had no clue. I had no clue about, just how things worked. So it's interesting. And that's one thing I found since doing YouTube. Like there's so many different channels of stuff. I'm like, what is that? Like things I had no clue. It's like they're all little universes, like fishing and trains and 77 inmates to every office. 97 inmates to wait, I'm sorry. So basically they could overrun you if they could, run through bullets. Basically they're gonna over oh my god, it's a coup. It's not something I talk about, but I wanted you to know. Yeah, that I would not you're never gonna make it. Like the first three, how many bullets in a gun? Like 8 or 16 rounds, or I don't know. No, you have to reload a clip after 8, right? So yeah, like 8 bullets in a gun. So after you get through the first 8 inmates, there's still like 89 coming for you. There's no way you're gonna make it. There's no way unless you have like you can't. Oh, you all don't even have guns? Like you all don't have guns? The police officers? Somebody who does scratchers in these channels thought it was scratchers. What do you mean, like scratch offs like the lottery tickets? You can't have. So how do you actually, control them? Or, like what do you use to Oh, well, yeah, I guess they could dearm you. That makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Yes, Lotto. Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of crazy channels here, right? So there are channels, people like trains, like watching trains, like little toy trains, but they're really like advanced toy trains. And they have little toy train communities. And then there's also, thanks for joining, Brian. Enjoy. What's the weather like in Alabama right now with today? Thank you for thumbsing it up. Yeah, I have friends that have trains, paranormal activity like ghost hunters. I'm a little, it's not my thing, but I'll listen and be like, oh, this is interesting. There's also what else? Where I was like, squishies. What the heck? The squishy. That's like the younger people. They're all talking about squishies. It's like these little foamy things shaped like stuff where they're just squishing all day. So, ooh, new squishies. Everybody's unboxing squishies. And I'm just like, okay. I guess it's like a sensory thing, maybe. I don't know. I'm scared of ghost hunters. Yeah, the ghost hunter people, I haven't delved like as deeply into those channels yet because I'm kind of like, I don't know. You used to be obsessed with squishies. I mean, I could kind of understand it. But yeah, they're expensive. I have to buy them for my daughter and I hate it. They're expensive. And there's a whole nother community of Funko or Funkos or like Pops. It's like these dolls that look like crazy things that everybody's into, and everybody's always unboxing them. And what else? What other channels? Lots of fishing and lots of hunting. And I don't know. Yeah, they're like like figurines, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to be offensive to anyone. They're not dolls, they're figurines, I guess. Yeah, with the big heads. Yes. So those things, I was like, I don't get it. But okay. Who am I to judge, Like what else? Fireworks and okay, so I want a drone. I do want a drone. I really want a drone. They're a little pricey, but I feel like in the future, if my channel does anything awesome, I'm going to invest in one of those because I think they're really cool, especially to get the aerial shots. I really like those. Hey, Fun with Girls. Thanks for coming in. It's nice to see you. My husband is into fish tanks, and his is a big thing. I don't get him. I don't get him started. He will talk your head off. Yeah. Okay. So I do have a fishing pole and a little tackle box. I will not bait my own hook, but I will do the actual, what do you call it? When you like cast off, anchoring or whatever. Like that's cool. I think it's nice. It's kind of relaxing to catch the fish, but it's a big deal, you guys. Especially even like the hunting. It's a really, really big deal. Like big deal. And I feel like I am less into, wow, it's a big thing, not his a big thing. Yeah, no, I read it. I was kind of like, I was like, no, I'm sure we were going a different way with that. It's okay. Totally got it. It's it's so funny. I got it. Totally got it. But yeah, I think hey, Brittany. Everybody say hey to Brittany, duh. I just love her name. Brittany, duh. Stupid, duh. It's just the cutest thing ever. It's yeah, I like the fishing stuff. I'm a little less into the hunting stuff because one day in the distant future, I would really like to be like a raw vegan, and I feel like the ant. I don't want to kill. I feel like at one point in my life, I'll get to a point, hopefully, where I only eat things that I could cultivate myself. But that's a different live stream. So the hunting part kind of bothers me, just because, and it's not even like, in some cases the hunting, they're not doing it to actually eat. Like I could see if you're doing it to eat, and you're using, I don't know, the fur, make a rug, I don't know, whatever. But it's like just the fun of killing. I don't have fun killing anything. Like the sport of the killing to me is like, I don't know. I don't know. But my ultimate goal in life later down the road is to like only eat things, consume things that I can grow myself, or that I would actually like. I always kind of feel like, why are you eating it if you couldn't do it on your own independently from start to end? Like if you wouldn't go kill the pig, skin the pig, cook the pig, why are you eating the pig? It's like everybody else is doing your dirty work. And then yeah, never harm anything for fun. That's the part. It's not even necessarily for me, it's more health wise. Like I want to just eat things that are healthier and cleaner. And because there's a lot of sickness like we get as humans that stems from what we're eating, what we're consuming. So I kind of feel like if I kind of transitioned over time into a diet where I was only eating things that I could do from start to beginning, which would be like growing fruits and vegetables, for instance, or growing like nut trees and stuff, then I'll be healthier overall. But yeah, the killing for fun part kind of bothers me. But yeah, because I've seen videos of like how fur coats are made, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I've also seen videos of like how our beef is produced, and how, like farm fishing and stuff. And it's just like when you're looking at these videos, like this is real footage. Somebody got in here and got this real information, and it's kind of disturbing. So yeah, the hunting channels, I don't know if I'll be able to get into that. I do like the learning about the guns though, the guns that they're using, like the different. I took like my concealed to carry class. I don't have a gun, but I figure it's good to be informed. I'm always about being informed at least. So I did take that class, and I it was great to learn about the different parts of the guns and different types of guns and different types of bullets, and how you hold the gun and stuff. And I did like the range practice and everything. So that was interesting experience, but I don't think I would ever and I am interested in learning how. I don't know what they're called, the professional shooters. I love the guns. Yeah, I would like to learn, how they have like real professional shooters for sport, but you're not shooting like animals or anything. You're just like shooting objects. Like I would be totally into doing that. That's something I actually would like to look into, but it's kind of expensive. Like ammunition is expensive. Not even necessarily the gun, it's the ammo. It's like buying a printer is not expensive. It's the ink and the paper that'll get you. It's the same thing with guns. It's like not the gun that's expensive, it's the ammo and the glasses and the helmet and the special gear and stuff. But that is something I would watch the hunting channels for that. Just learn about the different guns and stuff because that's cool, I think. You're an instructor for fire. Oh, that's good to know. Well, duh. I would imagine you what don't you do? It's like if you can blow it up, I'm interested. That's good to know. I think I will say instructors for firearms, some of you all, my instructor that I have a real problem with him because I feel like he had sort of an attitude about him that was not. Everybody doesn't need to, and I understand you are dealing with live firearms, and so you do have to be serious, and it is a very serious matter. But I feel like he was belittling and very nasty when he was talking to us as a class. And it wasn't just me, it was like the class in general. Just his whole demeanor and stuff, I think it was a little extra. Like you don't have to scream at me. Hey Albert, thanks for joining. Make sure you thumbs it up. We're just chatting here about a bunch of random stuff. Right now we're talking about guns. But everybody doesn't need to be screamed at for you to get it. Like you don't have to scream at me for when you're trying to teach me something. Screaming at me is not the way you want to take. Like give it to me if you actually want me to retain it. Because now I'm just mad because you're screaming at me. You don't have to scream. It's like no, you don't have to. Yeah, right, exactly. You don't want to stress me out before I even get the gun. So, but yeah, he was just like screaming, and I feel like they were kind of arrogant, and I didn't like the environment, and so I actually got the class off of Groupon. They had a Groupon. I'm all about it, all about a sale. So I got the class off Groupon, and I went to take it, and I was really excited about it. But I was just like, I would never recommend that anybody come back to you because you shouldn't be talking to us like we're dogs. It's like that's not helpful. And I completely understand the level of seriousness, especially when we got like they were screaming at us before we ever got to the range. Because you definitely have to take it serious because this is a loaded firearm. Somebody could get hurt and it would be fatal. So I completely understand that. It's just you need to be mindful that screaming may make somebody more upset and then they do something wrong that they weren't even going to do originally. But that's just my own gripe. I will never recommend him to anybody because that was just completely inappropriate. Yeah. So Albert, where are you from? What are you doing right now? We've got people from all over here. We've got California, we've got Lower Alabama, we have Thailand, we have wait, I think I'm missing somebody. We had Moline in Illinois. I would love. Okay. So there are a lot of kinds in any job. London. Oh, that's awesome. London in the house. I've never been out of the country. I want to go out of the country. That's a goal for me within the next year or two. Mexico City. But I live in Austin, Texas, and visiting my family and blogging too. Where in the UK are you going? I've always Mexico City. I've never been there either. I'm in Chicago and Illinois. I go there to ride roller coasters. Forest Park, and a few others. Wait, where did you say you were from, Hillbilly? Because I know the other person was from the Scotsman was in Thailand. Where did you say you were from? Real Mexican food. I love Mexican food. That's one of my favorite cuisines. Top favorite ones. The tacos are so good. I am in coaster clubs. We travel. You do a lot. Coaster clubs? We all travel over and ride with coasters. Coaster club around the world. That's cool. That's cool. You're like a to ride roller coaster. So is it you specifically you're picking out like theme parks? So where have you been? How's the weather there? Right now it's cold. It's actually yeah, it's cold. It snowed a couple days ago. So there's still snow on the ground. Japan, that would be cool. Yeah, I have too many places to list too. I definitely want to do some traveling. I'm gonna do that when I finish grad school. I'll be finished at the end of this year, so as soon as I'm done with that, it's gonna be time to travel, travel, travel. I'm going to a couple of places this year. I have a couple of conferences to go to. A friend of mine is getting married, so I'm going to Dallas, I think in March. And then I'm going to Baltimore and in May. And then I think I'm going to New Orleans in July. Mexico City, that should be on the list. So what are some of the like attractions in Mexico City? Like what would you say you all are known for? You just want to mac on chicks all around the world. That's not good. Downtown Mexico. Zocalo. What is that? Fun for you. Oh, it's too much. Like if I was to come to Mexico City, where would I have to go? Or what would I have to see? Or what would I have to eat outside of the tacos? Places to eat and places to shop. Like what kind of shopping? Like clothing, like purses, like cars. Have you ever been to Chicago? Cigarettes are cheaper. No, you've never been. You should visit, preferably in the summer when it's not cold. I'm from Chicago. I was getting reds in Mexico for $10 a carton. Is that real? $10 a carton? They have some nice fireworks. Yeah. Hmm. Wow. Why are they so cheap? Because you're closer to Mexico? I don't know. Are cigarettes all cigarettes? They're not made in Mexico, are they? Like all cigarettes? Yeah, they have a lot of museums here. Oh, I like museums. Like, what are the museums about? Like, we have a lot of museums in Chicago too. Don't know. Think they don't tax them like they do here. Where did you say you're from, Hillbill? Got lost in translation. The history of Mexico. Oh, okay. We have quite a few museums. We have this Museum of Science and Industry. We have the Art Institute Museum. We have the Chicago History Museum. We have the planetarium. We have the Shed Aquarium. We also have I think it's like the Museum of Pizza. We have what else? Who else? Science and Industry. The DuSable Museum. That's at least like 5 big ones. So it's like whatever you're interested in. If you like sea life, if you like art, if you like pizza, if you like science, if you like the stars and space, we have like all museums for everything. I feel like my favorite of all time is the Art Institute. And I don't know why, because I'm not like an artist or anything, but I like the different art because they have, areas for like all the continents. Every continent has a like the prehistory of Mexico. Yeah, everybody's covered for the most part. Their art and stuff, which I think is cool. Temples have been found in snake mounds in the States. Snake mounds in North Carolina? The Mayan temples. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. Oh, absolutely. Yep. There's a lot of history that is not being taught. That's for sure. Hey, Vanessa. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to thumbs it up. How's your day going? What's new? What you doing? Hmm. So you like history too? I think it was from the north. Pretty good. I'm off work today. So I'm getting a early start on the weekend, my birthday weekend. I'm also celebrating hitting 1K yesterday on my birthday. Yay. So exciting. I literally couldn't have planned it better. I didn't plan it, but I literally couldn't have planned it better. That's like the best birthday gift ever. See, are you you're an Aquarius? What's the cutoff for Capricorns? Happy early birthday to you as well. Yeah, it was like I didn't even like, it genuinely I never thought of it. Like I've never even thought of it. Oh, try to grow to 1K by your birthday. Never thought of it. And then I was literally thinking of it the day before Wednesday night and I was like, "Oh my god. Wait, I'm so close." It's like it literally I don't know why I didn't think about it, but it really worked out. Like I'm super excited. I hope you get it too. It's like awesome. Awesome feeling, especially when you've been like at it for months and months and months, like I have. And it's like, wow, I finally did it. Yay. I hope you get it too. Yeah, I absolutely couldn't believe it. Absolutely couldn't believe it. And then I'm like, because you know, like YouTube wants to take things from you and then give them back. And like the numbers are always going up and down for me anyway. My numbers are always fluctuating. It's like you think you have a number and then you wake up in the morning and YouTube is like, nope, try again. They've done that to me a lot. Yeah, I'll enter your giveaway. You thought about it for Christmas. And that's crazy because I never initially had any, in terms of the subscriber count. I never, like when I started my channel, I never had any goals. Like on this day, I want to have this many, or on this day, I want to have that many. I actually, the only thing I ever committed to for YouTube was I committed to do it for 2 years. It's like, I'm just going to try it out and see what happens for 2 years. Like I didn't have number goals or hour goals or anything. And so that's why I said, like, I didn't even plan, like, trying to get to my number by my birthday. It just absolutely fell on my birthday, which was, like, the best gift, like, surprise gift ever. Like, literally the only thing I had ever even thought about what I wanted to achieve was just being consistent for 2 years. Because, like, I'm in grad school, and I was like, I'm going to try this thing out until I finish grad school and see, you know, what happens. And it worked. Yeah, I do giveaways, too. I've done two giveaways, and then I still have one open and nobody got the right answer yet. So I actually have to mail them out. And maybe I have them here. I can show you. And so since I do have them here. So I have one of them here. So what I'm doing is, since the name of my channel is The Tiffy Journey TV, life is a journey, and so I'm inviting everybody along on my journey, and there are a lot of different avenues and stuff within that journey, within this thing called life. And so what I try to give away are like journals, and I have, like, this is the first giveaway I ever did, and I actually need to go mail this today. And so somebody won this one, and then I had another one. It was pink, and it was called the Positivity Planner, which I thought was totally appropriate for my channel because, you know, I want to be positive and stuff. So I'm going to I actually need to go mail these now to them. So those are the first two giveaways I ever did. And so I have one open now, and I'm going to give away something for that. I still haven't picked the winner yet. So, and that one's a unisex. So if any of you all would like to enter, it's actually it's one of the videos I did. The thumbnail's pink and white, and it's called, like, it's actually about makeup, but it's also a giveaway entwined in it. And so if you're interested in entering that, it's still open. And so you just have to rate the lipsticks that I have in order, which one's the best, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which one you think I picked to be my favorites, and the winner will. And I don't think so far I haven't seen anybody that has the right combination that I selected. And so it's still open. I'll probably close it over the next week. And I have a really nice unisex gift for that one. So if anybody's interested, feel free to join. But yeah, I think I'm going to go, I actually need to go. I'm glad you all reminded me. I need to go mail these 2 notebooks out before the post office closes. So I think I'm going to end this live now and go do some cleaning and do that. But I thank you to everyone that joined. It was really nice to get to know you all. I have new people in here that I hadn't spent any time with previously. So thank you so much to everyone that joined. It's been really, really nice and very informative, especially on the prison system. I've learned a lot, and I really appreciate that. So thank you all to everyone for hanging out with me. Yeah, I'll absolutely stop by. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Hillbill, Key, everybody that's in here, Scotsman, Vanessa, Albert. Who else? Let's see. I don't want to leave anybody out, but see who's in here most recently. Thank you to everybody for stopping in. Brian, appreciate it. And so I will see you all in the next one. It was a lot of fun. We should definitely do it again. And YOLO was here. Eileen was here. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to go mail out these gifts, and I will see you all soon. I hope you all enjoy your weekend. You have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It was very nice to meet all of you all. And I'll see you in the next one. All right.